Hello and welcome to the Contemporary Piano Grade 2 Exam Street. For this strand we're going to have a look at the piece called Inertia. Now we're very fortunate to have today Luke, who has come along and agreed to play the pieces for these sheets, and I thank him very much for that in advance. So we're going to start with asking Luke to play the piece, and then we're going to have a discussion about the piece, and finally I'll ask Luke to play a second performance of it. So we'll ask Luke straight away to have a look at Inertia and play it through for us. So over to Luke. Thank you very much. So, what does the word inertia mean? Any idea?
Sort of keeping on going.
Yeah, it's like that sort of continuous movement, isn't it, without stopping. I suppose the best way I can sort of visualise it, you see the hamster on his wheel and he just goes on and on and on and on and on, doesn't he? So it's always stagnant and it's still carrying on and there's no stopping with it and you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. And that's basically what I'm trying to get with this. You know, I suppose I look at it as well, it's a bit like having a very stagnant set of water. You know, there's no rippling in the water, it's just so stagnant and very, very sort of sticky kind of water, yeah? So it's that you've got to try and get over that sort of stickiness, the gooiness of it all, yeah? So there's certain things you can do in this to help you get around that. So at the beginning you've got moderato, con moto. So what does con moto mean?
Does it mean moderate but getting faster?
It sort of means with movement, really. So in other words, you use a lot of rubato in this piece. You don't stick rigidly to the actual speed. You've got to keep that sort of change of the speed and feel the music, feel where the music's going and try and sort of stick to it in a way. It's the only way I can describe it, really. And then you've got the word espress as well. And you've also got con pedal. So lots of deep pedalling on this to get that feeling of the gooiness, the stickiness of the whole of this piece. Okay. You can see at bar 12 you've got a poco ritz line and slow right down there, and again just take a deep breath before you launch yourself into the next section. You know, don't be frightened to actually stretch this piece. The more this piece is stretched, the better it's going to be. It shouldn't be constricted in any way, it should be stretched as much as you possibly can. And you'll see that I'm not asking you to play very loud either in this piece, because even when you do your crescendo and you go up to bar 13, there's a PU F sign. So only a little louder. Don't assume that means loud, it just means a little louder, so a little louder than quiet. So it's a gentle kind of forte, not a really strained or pushed forte when you play that there. Count very carefully at the end. So when you get to bar 23, most people rush the counting of that tie. So make sure you don't bring the second note in until you've done the 2 counts on the tie before bringing in the other notes there. So just watch your counting very carefully at the end there. So I think that's about it really for this piece. So I will ask Luke then to do a performance for me. Okay, thank you. And that completes the strand for the contemporary piano grade 2.